I want to kick off by asking you to weigh in on your thoughts regarding this region in particular, because obviously the UAE is a standout when it comes to gender equality. That's all been led by the government. How do you see that evolving throughout the region?
Well, first, women issues are taking a very important turn. In the past, it used to be taken a bit lightly, a minority that wants more voice, more representation. What we see with international organizations weighing in, actually providing statistics on how important women participation is for GDP growth, for productivity, etc. Of course, SDG number 5 on gender equality is extremely important and pushing the other SDGs as well. The region, as you mentioned, has been doing quite impressively. Saudi Arabia is doing great. UAE also has very important policies that are taking place. In Egypt as well, there's so much that is going on when it comes to women empowerment. We have a national strategy. There's more on political empowerment. I was the first female Minister of Tourism just 5 weeks ago, and now Minister of International Cooperation. We have 8 female ministers in cabinet, 15% in parliament, and many more in store for the year ahead.
I think it's fascinating to watch all of this sort of playing out, and I've been out here for a decade now, and there's been so much progress that's been made. And as you say, it's not just lip service anymore, because numbers don't lie. Yeah. So essentially, when these governments are taking a step back and thinking about their futures economically, it just makes sense to have more women involved.
And I think forums such as these are extremely important, because for women issues to be pushed forward, you need policy from governments. You need the private sector involvement, and also you need IFIs to be there. So this whole SDG 17, which is on partnerships, etc., comes to life in a forum such as this. In Egypt as well, we are going to be engaging with the World Economic Forum and the private sector on closing the Gender Gap Accelerator, which is extremely exciting. So again, it's an international platform where you bring the stakeholders and you actually design policies that push women issues forward.
And of course, the Egyptian economy has been undergoing some major reforms as well. Are you able to quantify the economic impact that an empowered woman would have on the Egyptian economy?
Yes, well, many studies have been done on that. For example, one of the goals for the government is to push financial inclusion for women from 9% to 18% by 2030. The estimates show that if more women if there is parity, then definitely the economy sort of doubles. So these are all very important statistics. Something else which, and there's a panel that I'll be participating in on women in politics or women in government, and I feel that changing societal perception is extremely important, and that happens when women in positions do well. So basically that opens the door for more. For example, our Financial Regulatory Authority just passed the legislation last month that for any company to be listed, it has to have at least one female on its board. So all of these are important steps in pushing, as you mentioned, and all of us agree now, is not just lip service, but really a quantifiable impact on GDP growth, productivity, and basically a way or a catalyst to push all the agenda for SDGs forward.